doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Man, I think I did my first rap when I was like 5, man. It's a rap called Lottie Dottie. But yeah, I've always been to music, but I just not started back taking it seriously, man, for real. But yeah, I've been doing music for a minute though. I started doing music like on a real basis probably like in 2017. I started like going to all DJ BJ shows, and I was f***ing them up for real. I was going to them shows and I was winning, and you know, the reward was you get the radio spin.
Yeah.
And I had this song called Never, man. It was tearing them up for real. But I got radio spins probably like every week for like probably like a year for real, like no lie. So
Damn. So you were winning like a lot of the competitions.
a lot of the
DJs.
competitions, man. Shout out DJ BJ too, man. He I can't wait till he get back into music for real, but that's my guy.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of the ciphers and competitions for artists.
I was going to all of them.
Yeah.
I was at every one of them. Anybody who been to DJ BJ competitions, imported from Detroit, they've been to the Bullfrog or Reviews, they know I was there. And I toured them shit.
2017 is a hot time for artists, right? That's T Grizzly's popping off with the first day out. A
Yeah,
lot of new artists.
yeah,
are emerging. So
it was a lot going on. Man.
what artists did you get to run into at DJ BJ's cipher events?
Skilla Baby, JR obviously. He was there. I ran into a lot of artists. Big Hurt. I did a song with Cash Out Calhoun based on bumping into him there. Man, I bumped into so many artists out there, man. And then a lot of dope artists you don't even know, man. Like a lot of hot artists like Crack Cave. They were hot. A lot of underground artists, man. I can't remember a lot of. I remember Wolf. He was there. He was performing too. You know, a lot of people was there though. It was a hot time, and it was a good. Everybody was involved with everybody, so it wasn't like one of them events where it turned bad at the end of the day. Like people were supporting each other, man. I think that was what the most important part about 2017 was. Everybody was supportive of each other in that area of where I was. I don't know about everywhere else, but yeah, for all the new artists that were coming up at the time, we were supportive.
When we talk about you breaking into the game around that time or taking it more seriously around that time, what songs did you have out that you felt like were actually pushing people towards you?
I had a song called Never. Undeniably, it was the song Never I had. Like I said, I started doing the shows immediately once I did that song. I started doing shows with DJ BJ, and I got a lot of notoriety because I was getting the radio spins. He was posting it, and I was posting it, and then like we were coming, like my whole team. We all had like BSM gear on. I don't know if you check this out, but this is my logo right here.
Oh, that's heat.
Yeah, it's my logo right here. Backstreet Movement.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So you guys do clothing too and apparel?
I'm about to get back into it, man. But I was just really just promoting my brand when I started doing it, and everybody was like, we want jogging suits. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing it at a point in time, but then I kind of fell back from it.
What made you fade away from music?
Life, man. Having kids, real life situations, losing loved ones, people going to prison. Just in general, trying to live life and take care of business and not put forth this facade like music is more important than life itself, and it's not.
Yeah, it's too difficult too, right? Like to manage both worlds.
Yeah, when you're everything. Like I didn't have no manager. I was everything. I was the manager, the artist, I was the transportation, I was getting myself everywhere I needed to go. So
Damn.
it was just wicked. But we were moving as a team, but I was like the face and I was doing everything myself. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. I wouldn't even tell nobody anything. I would just do stuff and then tell people like, all right, y'all, come here. This is where we finna be. This is what we finna be doing. So
Yeah. When do you feel like you started coming back after the break? Like how many years did it take you to hop back on the horse?
Sorry about that, man.
Oh, you're good, bro.
I'm gonna say probably maybe I never really fully fell off. I was doing features here and there, but I wasn't taking it serious, man. I'm gonna be honest. So I probably got back into it probably for real, probably last year, if not, probably last year.
Yeah.
I got back into it, and
That's a long break, man.
it's just so much going on, man. Like I went from having no kids to now I got 4. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
God
man, so,
damn.
yeah.
Wait, so from 2017 having no kids till now, you have 4 kids?
well, I had one kid in 2017.
Oh, okay.
And then now I have 4. So
Damn, so you picked the family man route. I was just like, all right.
I mean, I was just living, man. I don't think I chose a family man route, but I mean, I think any adult, when you have kids, I think you're supposed to sit down and kind of organize what need to be taken care of. Like I've always had a house, so my kids, they got a house to come to, stuff like that. Like,
Imagine your kids growing up in a rap house like, yo, man, we don't got no bills and shit paid for, but I'm about to blow up one day. You were taking care of your kids. You were like, no, I'm going to make sure you're straight. Like, forget my career for now.
yeah, like real
yeah,
stuff. Like I got a job like I was supposed to. I got life insurance and stuff like that because of how the streets was. But I just wanted to make sure the kids were straight at the end of the day. I stopped focusing on myself.
I remember when I used to talk to my ex-girlfriend about that. My first girlfriend, I was like, I used to tell her about my like career and shit, like what I'm doing, hip hop, rap. She used to be like, man, what the fuck? Like, and sometimes I used to feel like, damn, what the fuck am I doing, dog? Like hip hop and rap, like shit. I love this shit, but where's the money? Like, where's that? But it hurt to talk to somebody and think like, damn, am I like a fucking loser right now? Like, am I really? Now, I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't making no money. I was just in it, like type shit.
I think that's the biggest part about it, man. When you spending a lot of money and you're not making no money back, and then you gotta go home, and then they like, to them it's gonna always be a waste of time, man, until you start gaining what you need to gain from it. But
yeah, I remember there was this guy I used to talk to. He used to sponsor like stuff I used to do, like clothes. He used to give me clothes and shit, give me like $100 to wear the clothes and all that. And I don't know what it was, but when I stored him, I seen myself, and I would be like, damn, dog, I'm a fucking loser, bro. I gotta like start making real moves if this shit's gonna matter. Like, if you don't take it seriously, you are a loser. Like, if you are in hip hop and entertainment and that's all you do, and you're not taking it seriously, that's what makes you a loser.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're in it and you're getting paid and you're trying your best, that's your life. That's what you're trying to do. But if you're in it, it's like, I'm a rapper, my name on Instagram is a rapper, but I ain't really fucking doing this shit, then that's like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's what I was at. That's where I was at for real. I was just, but I didn't promote rap. I think that was another part of my problem. Outside of doing shows with DJ BJ, I didn't promote rap. I was just honest. You feel me? Everybody know me as honest. I mean, people who knew me for years and they see my video like, man, you rap? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not like, how you doing? Nice to meet me. I'm Honest the Rapper. I'm Chance's cousin. You know what I'm saying? So.
Wait, your Chance the Rapper's cousin?
No, but that's
You got a song called All Right, which I really like because it took me back to, I used to listen to Busta Rhymes a lot. And I know it's not a comparison, but the flow itself and just the intensity of it reminded me of Busta. But it was like a good gauge to see your versatility, right?
Appreciate that.
Because it stands out a lot. You're a very versatile artist. And I think the production that you pick, how you formulate your songs is constructed very well. Can you talk about your production, how you put your music together?
I really just pick beats, man. Shout out to Sar. That's my engineer.
I know, sir.
Sar, that's my dog. I've been going to Sar. It's the only engineer I've been going to almost 20 years now. It's the only guy record me. But yeah, man, like I go in there, I bounce ideas off of him, and we just kind of run with them, you know? I think the most I probably have is a hook in my head, man, when I go to the studio. But everything I do is like built in the studio.
You punching in, or are you able
punching.
to run through the whole thing?
Yeah,
okay.
sometimes that bug will hit you and you'll get to going, and it'll be stuff you can keep. But for the most part, punching, a lot of punching.
As far as where your lyrics stem from, where does most of your lyrics come from? Is it all true life experiences?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. You don't hear about no cars, no chains, no jewelry, none of that, you know, and none of my, I might say bro chain or cuz dropped the car. It needs to be all true situations, you know. I can't do that. My name is Honest. I mean, it would just be like, you know.
When you, I know there was a portion in your life where you were homeless, right? What year are we talking about when this was happening?
I was homeless from 2007 to 2000. No, I take it back. 2006 to 2007. And fast forward, I was homeless again 2011, 10. 2000. My fault. 2010 to 2011. Yeah. So.
How did you get to the point where you were homeless?
Well, first off, my mother, she was incarcerated in federal prison. I won't speak too much on that. But, of course, we had the house to ourselves. And one day we had the house, and my girlfriend came over to stay for, like, the weekend or whatever. And when she came to stay with me for the weekend, her mother packed up and moved. So when her mother packed up and moved, now I have to take care of somebody, you know? So I could only go where she was allowed to go with me because I wouldn't leave her out in the streets, you know?
I hear you. Damn. Nick. Oh, one second. Nick, his microphone's shaking. Talking from that point, it was kind of like a sacrifice on your end to have to become homeless to some degree.
Yeah, 100%, man. Because mom came home from prison. She wasn't playing the shack up games. And then you can only take somebody so many places for so many days. And they like, what are y'all doing, man? Where y'all going, you know? So shout out my brother AD. He did allow us to come stay with him. But, yeah, we had to get on our feet, get a house, stuff like that.
Was there ever a point where you had to sleep outside or in a car or anything?
100%. At a gas station.
Damn.
My homeboy John, he worked at the gas station. Shout out John. He would unlock a customer's car and let me sleep in it. But the car was electric. Like, you know, the seats were electric. It was a Cadillac. I was thinking like not an El Dorado, but one of the it's like a DeVille. The seats were electric. Everything was electric. So the seats didn't let back or nothing. All the seats were up forward. But he would open the door and let me sleep in it. Give me a coffee, black and mild, and like a sub and a honey bun.
Damn, you make being homeless almost sound tight for like a half a second.
I mean, no, I was blessed, man, to bump into the people I was able to bump into, man, because that could have turned bad for me, and it actually almost did a few times. But yeah, I'm blessed, man. I had some
What
real
situations are you talking about?
Just being out when you out in the streets, bro. You in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you have to be out in the streets, you can't control which places are right and which places are wrong because you're just out there. So if it's cold, you're looking for heat. If you're hungry, you're looking for food. If you're broke, you're looking for money. So you can't gauge where those things are. You know how.
So when you were during your time of being homeless, you were actually at certain points just walking the streets.
Yeah. I mean, obviously hustling, doing what I could. You know, working jobs. I was holding signs for like cash for gold, signs for money, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean.
Damn. How much do those cash for gold sign places you normally pay?
At the time, my fault, hit the mic again. At the time, it was $7 an hour for 7 hours a day. I got paid $49. The guy gave me the extra $1. So $50 a day for like 6 days a week.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was making like $300.
Were you actually trying? Like, were you doing all the moves that people try to do, like spinning the board and all that shit?
Man, one thing, I did that shit in the winter. People don't do that shit to be sweet. They do that to stay warm, bro. Like, you got some guys who do that in the summertime for the fun, but, man, when you're doing that in the winter, man, you're going to make every movement you can to not freeze to death, for real. And that's just really what it was for me.
I was driving by the car wash today, and I seen, like, these two people, like, you know, the people who scrub your car after you get out or whatever, dry up your car. I was like, I can't. How do you do it, man? I felt so terrible for them, bro.
Gotta make money, bro. And I don't knock what nobody do to make money, bro, because they could be knocking people over. They could be in your way, but they choosing to scrub a car, bro. You gotta look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is full of demons, man, that just want to do bad because they're in a bad position. So just think of it like that. Like, if this guy's in here, you know, if he's scrubbing for money, he's not well off like most people are. And he could be in your way. He could be reaping havoc and causing trouble, but he's not. He's scrubbing cars. He's trying to do what he can do. I don't knock nobody for it. I'm a good tipper, too. I tip everybody.
I would never knock somebody for hustling. I was more so as I felt terrible for them. Like that they're out in the cold.
Oh, yeah, 100%, man.
Freezing conditions in a car wash, getting all that water over your body, freezing your body up. Scrub, man, it's like, damn.
No, it's definitely horrible, man.
But you know, like, when you look online, everybody's trying to make everybody rich for, like, living a normal life. You know, like, everybody's like, oh, this baker gives the donuts to the cats after they get off their ship. Like, everybody go to a GoFundMe and give them like $10,000, and it's like, sometimes I look at stuff like that, I'm like, should we be just giving everybody money, or like giving these situations where somebody was being a nice human being like all this access and money?
Right. And I think we got to stop crediting people for doing what they supposed to do, man. Like, I think that's the problem, right? We patting people on the back for stuff that's supposed to be done. Like, you don't pat a father for taking care of his kids. He's supposed to do that. You don't pat somebody for, you know, extending an olive branch. That's what you're supposed to do. Somebody extended one to you at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's like we're getting rewarded for being good people when you're supposed to inherently be a good person.
Rewarded for being a regular person. That's not even considered being good. You're not going out your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're being a regular person, man. This is what regular people do. They look out for one another. I don't think nobody should get no extra credit for that.
Yeah.
Like, I hate when you see people giving the homeless stuff and they got a camera in the homeless guy's face. Like, that's the worst stuff you could do. I've been feeding homeless people for years. I've never once thought to pull out my camera and take a picture with nobody.
Right. I couldn't even imagine doing that. I feel so weird. Like if I had
It's
my
wicked,
phone
bro.
out and like just like, hey, bro, I'm about to hook you up. That'd be weird, man.
It's wicked, bro.
I can't even imagine that. You know, I want to read this quote by Eminem. It's actually pretty interesting. I finally found it because I've been meaning to say it on this podcast for a while. It's this quote by Eminem. He says, Eminem said this: "If I have the opportunity to remove one thing from the world today, I will remove the internet. With the coming of the internet, a lot of things about humanity changed. If there was no internet, anybody helping children on the street would be doing it because they really want to help and not because they will take a video and post it on social media. Any artist who is popular will gain popularity because his music is good and not because a big record label is promoting it massively on social media. A lot of things that influence our community negatively today were spread over because of the internet." Think about that concept, bro. Even with music. A lot of people are
100% right, though.
Yeah.
Because nobody's just doing nothing to just do it anymore. Everything's for some form of notoriety. And, yeah, humanity's fucked up, man.
Even with music. Music is crazy. It's like a lot of people think that there's artists that are successful because they're actually talented, but it's really because the machine is pushing them. The labels are pushing them. They're promoting them, giving them all this marketing money.
I mean, where's repetitive nature? Think about a TV show you used to see on TV so much you didn't like it, but one day you just happened to watch it, and now you like the show. So anything that's forced on you continuously, it'll gain your attention over time. I think that's just normal.
Yeah. With your music, man, can you talk about some songs you feel like were unheard that you feel like needed to get heard?
Definitely Probably Never. It's one of my songs. I got a song called Gotta Get It, but I don't feel like they unheard, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's me. I wasn't pushing. I wasn't promoting correctly, and I was just putting the song out, and it's out. I did the video. Take it, don't take it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I had the wrong attitude with music from the jump.
Around you, you've had people that you've seen take it from ground zero to superstardom. Even
100%.
even when we talk about Skilla Baby and seeing him at the ciphers and stuff, and I know you have relations to Rocky Bad and Cash Kid Mark too.
Yeah, shout out Rocky Bad, shout out Cash Kid. Rocky Bad actually grew up in my neighborhood, and then me and Cash Kid, we went to school. You know, we used to hang out and play basketball, type of stuff like that every day. They used to always be over our house. But
What was it
yeah.
like watching Rocky Bad become who she is today?
It was fire. I ain't gonna lie, it was fire. Especially because she always could rap. You know, her name used to be Karma Rocks. I remember she wrote when she did her first rap for me. It was like she was like probably like 12 or 13, bro. She was young. Her name was like Karma Rocks. She did this rap for me, and I took her to the studio the next day.
Really?
Yeah, I took her to it was like a studio in a house. It's my homeboy studio. Rest in peace, Red. But yeah, I took her to a studio the next day, and we did a song. We actually probably did like 1 or 2 songs, I think.
Was that her first time in the studio?
I never asked her. You know what I'm saying? She was young, so it probably was. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't even think nothing of it. I just heard her rap, and I like, she could rap. We used to freestyle in the corner every night.
It's dope.
Yeah, so yeah, I took her to the studio, and we did like 2 songs, and it went on my homeboy, his little mixtape.
Damn, that sounds so vibey and warm. That story. Like, you guys were just chilling, rapping all these times.
Every day.
Uh,
Every day we were rapping. Rapping on the corner, freestyling, because they stayed like 3 houses down. Her mother was dating a guy that's like an uncle to me. Rest in peace, Buzz. So they were right there. Her brother, her sister. Like, I know their whole family. I know her whole family.
What about with Cash Kid? How'd you know Cash Kid?
Cash Kid, I went to school with them, man. Those was my dogs. Like, we were literally like one fought, all fought. We was like that type of group when we were out hanging. You know what I'm saying? This is before he moved to the other side back when because I think they had got AT'd from Detroit Public Schools, and I had got kicked out of Detroit Public Schools too.
Damn.
So I ended up meeting them at Hazel Park Schools. You know, they had lived right on the other side of 8 Mile from us. But yeah, and then we ended up just getting cool, and he was rapping obviously then. So we used to freestyle too. Me and him, we all used to freestyle and just have fun, and then we used to just have a ball, man.
Why'd you get kicked out of school?
Man, it's a long story, man. My cousin, man. So my cousin go to school. He got a gun in his book bag. He forget about it. Goes through the metal detectors. Metal detector go off. Obviously, the security guard finds the gun. And then they do a sweep of the entire school. And when they do their sweep of the school, they find everybody who they found guns in their locker. or find anything in their locker. You know what I'm saying? They got kicked out of school, so they found gun in my locker. Wasn't my locker. Well, we all shared lockers back then. If you went to school back then, you know everybody shared lockers. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like 6 people to a locker. All 6 of us got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of deal. So they found like 2 more guns in the school. Yep. And then I think like 12 people ended up getting kicked out as a result of it. But the crazy thing about it is we got AT, and my cousin who actually got caught with the gun, he was able to go back to school.
What?
He went to juvenile, went through everything he had to go through, and then he was able to go back to school, and we got AT.
Damn. Where'd you go after that? What school did you go to?
Well, I tried Highland Park. I went there for like a day, but I didn't like that they didn't have no windows. So
Highland Park school doesn't have windows?
no, man, it was weird, bro. Like school with no windows is always wicked to me.
Is that normal for schools like that, or what's the situation for them to not have windows?
Well, I think the building used to be something else. I don't know exactly what it used to be, but yeah, it just didn't have windows, man. So I didn't want to go there. So then I ended up going to Hazel Park High School, and then that's where I met Cash Kid and his brothers and cousins.
No. Did you stay in touch with Cash Kid?
Yeah, I still talk to him every once in a while. You know, he'll hit us up when he was like, man, I'm coming to the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm pop out. But yeah, you know, that's my
I wonder
dog.
what's going on with him right now, man. I don't know if he's locked up or what's going on, man.
I think he out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Yeah, he could have
That was
somebody
like the
posting on his
most
page.
random ass post I ever seen in my life, like terrorist accusations or some shit. Like what?
Yeah, I know that shit gonna get reduced, man. But anytime you do something and you from out of state, bro, they gonna put a 10 on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you do something anywhere. Shit, if you from Detroit and you do something in Macomb County, they gonna put a 10 on it. Like, that's just how that shit
They
is.
try to keep you away, right? Is that what?
I mean, well, you know how they do. They slam it. If I want to get you for 3 charges, I'm gonna slam you with 8 and get you to cop to the 3 I really want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's system manipulation, bro.
Yeah, bro. Damn, you're right. Damn.
System manipulation, man.
It's almost like when you're like negotiating a deal with somebody and you just give them a really high price because you know you're gonna meet them at the middle where you actually wanted to meet them at, right?
Man,
Like,
the way this shit's set up nowadays, it's just, man, you can't trust too much of nothing, man. Just know anything somebody doing is for something, and nothing is straight up no more, bro. So yeah.
Talk about some of your philosophies on life, man. Does anything that you apply to your life apply to music and apply to how you handle your life?
I mean, just be honest with yourself, no pun intended. But yeah, just be true to yourself, man. I think people too busy focused on doing what they think other people want them to do instead of doing what they actually want to do, man. The world would be a lot better if people really just did what they want to do.
What do you feel like the most significant moment so far has been for your music, for you personally?
I mean, obviously radio spins and doing shows with DJ BJ and being connected to his name, you know, and that helped it a little bit.
Has anybody, like a fan or a supporter, ever reached out to you and told them how much your music meant to them?
100%. Still to this day. Even when I stopped doing music, man, people were DMing me and like, bro, you got to get back to it. And I actually had a fan call me not too long ago.
Really?
I didn't answer it, obviously, but
What would they say? Like, how'd you know I was a fan? They DM'd you and like, yo. Like,
yeah, after he called me, because he called me on Instagram, and he just called me out the blue. You know what I'm saying? After he called me on Instagram, then he, you know, after I declined the call, and then he started texting, let me know, like, you know.
Man, I get, man, shit, these days, bro, you gotta, when you get to certain points, you gotta be careful, like, who the fuck you talk to. There's people who DM me where I'm like, bro, I gotta stop answering my DMs now, because there's people who, like, I don't know how to explain it. People, like, get attached somehow. I don't know how they get attached, but they start, like.
I mean, I think it's the response factor. Once you respond to somebody,
you gotta be careful who you respond to these
you
days.
don't know where people are mentally. They might feel like they got a real friend in you, man.
Yeah,
so.
but you say, like, one thing to them, like, oh, yeah, bro, I appreciate that. Then all of a sudden they're at your doorstep, like, oh, yeah, my boy, thank you for appreciating what I said to you. And I'm like, damn, man, like, you're kind of crazy. Like, all right, bro, like, do I got to get security now? Like, dude, I don't ever want to walk with security, man. But, like, there's points where I'm like, fuck, I got to start walking with security. This fucking sucks,
bro, the world is dangerous, man, 100%.
Yeah, bro.
The world is dangerous in a motherfucker.
Do you want fame? Like, do you want fame, or do you just want your music to be successful?
I mean, probably just the music to be successful for real. I seen one time where you said, probably wasn't too long ago, where you were saying like the 2025 year, the breakout artists
Yeah,
will be like artists who are true to themselves.
it's already happening.
Yeah.
There was more reasons.
I'm one of them artists.
Yeah, there's more reasons to it that I didn't want to break into. I'll break into it another day, but it wasn't just like it's not just like some energy in the world type idea. There's actually logistical reasons why 2025 is going to be the year, and it has a lot to do with a lot of labels' contracts ending, and labels are realizing that the artists that they were pushing and they were marketing and they were giving funds to aren't returning. Like, they're not getting the money back from them, and coincidentally, a lot of these contracts happen to be ending at the end of 2024. So a lot of these artists that are mainstream now or seem to be mainstream, they're not going to get funding anymore. So they're going to fall off. And then it's like, who's left after that? Real artists. Like, artists that are supposed to make it are going to come up.
Yeah.
So once that funding stops, a lot of these artists you're seeing are not really where they are because of the fact that they're talented. They're literally...
a lot of these artists ain't really making money streaming either.
Bro,
It's just the shows.
Yeah. What they do is they go, like, the label will be like, all right, here's $1 million. Just figure out a way to make it $3 million by 2027. Like, that's what they were doing for a long time, and it was working because they could charge $50,000 for a feature. You could figure out how to make that money back for them. But now the labels are realizing, like, they're not even getting their fucking money back anymore. What are they investing in if they're not getting their money back? So it's a strange time to be an artist that's signed to a label, for sure. Have you been offered any opportunities to be signed or anything like that?
Not necessarily an opportunity. Kevin Lyles reached out to me 2017.
Cool.
Right after T Grizzly got signed, he reached out to me, let me know he was listening and that he was watching me, basically.
What did he say specifically to you? Did he give you like
He just said he was a fan. He like, man, I'm a fan of your music. You know, I've been checking you out. You know, he didn't get too deep into detail. You know.
Have you been in contact with him since?
No, man. I'm weird, bro. I don't be wanting to be the extra. You know. So no, I never reached out to him. I responded to his email, obviously. That you know, I told him I appreciated him, you know, and it's more music coming.
Yeah.
But then life happened right after that, you know.
So now you feel balanced enough to attack music again, right? At the end of the day, now it's like, all right, I can hop back into music and feel comfortable with doing it, right? You don't have to worry as much. What are the people around you've been saying? Are there people that are like support, like people that like want to manage or help manage or be a part of the team or anything like that? Or are you still in solo mode?
I mean, you know, I'm still a one-man show right now.
Damn, son.
But that's just how it gotta be sometime, man. I think waiting for people, bro, is detrimental to anything that somebody wants to do. You know what I'm saying? If you got your mindset on something and you really want to do it, you just do it, man. If people won't be a part of it, they'll still join the bandwagon. You'll feel different about them joining it then, obviously. But they gonna people still join, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man, for you. Like I said, I got kids to take care of, man. So
are there any artists that you kind of want to feature with or anybody that you're looking to work with from the city?
I'm willing to work with anybody, for real. I actually got a mixtape coming out with No Face. He was just on here not too long ago. Me and him got some songs. We got a video out. We just shot another video the other day. Trap Stats. We got a song called Sick out. That's on YouTube. Trap Stats coming soon. Then we got another song coming. But we got a mixtape dropping. HP to the Backstreets, little 3P. Couple songs on there to warm y'all up.
When you're looking at what DJ BJ did collectively to help push the scene forward, I know now he's dabbling in other adventures, but is there anything like that right now that resonates with what he did? Something similar these days?
Nowhere near, man. He had a different passion for it. See, the passion today is just specifically to make the money. Like, people will do shows, but, you know, it's set up bogus, and it's just to make some money off people, bro. He had a real opportunity set up for people to perform and obviously get radio spins, you know what I'm saying? And what's going to beat that? You know how much a radio spin costs today? All you had to do is win the competition. And then not only that, he would say he's only picking one winner and pick 3, 5, 7. And all you gotta do is have a clean song, you get the song on the radio. So
damn, how legendary, bro.
Yeah,
I know they got like the headlight hip hop headlights now, I think they call it.
Yeah, he had a whole segment on 107.5 dedicated to Detroit underground artists. It's called Imported from Detroit.
Yeah.
And stemmed from that segment, he had an actual showcase at St. Andrews called Imported from Detroit.
Yeah. Legendary, man.
Yeah.
As far as the new tape that you got coming out, can you talk about it? What vibes and ideas and concepts are coming with it?
Man, just like I say, just real raw street stuff. You know, not all 100% street, but just from a regular guy's perspective, man, because these guys are super dudes, man. I don't know what be going on, but, man, I'm a regular person, you know what I'm saying? So I rap about regular stuff. I just do it in a spectacular way.
No.
But, yeah, and then shout out to my guy No Face, man. Like I say, we got some heat coming, and it's going to definitely be some fire. And then after that, I plan on dropping another mixtape called Bronze Baby.
Bronze Baby?
Bronze Baby, you know.
Not LeBron, but bronze.
No, bronze. Wasn't a golden child. Didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. Therefore, I'm the Bronze Baby.
That's heat.
You know what I'm saying? I actually got a song I just did called Bronze Baby. I'm going to shoot the video to that probably like maybe 2-3 weeks, man. I'm just really just kind of feeling this new year out, man, because, like, I'm in a different headspace. So, like, I feel like this year I'm just going to give everything I got into the music. And then
what personal exercises or things do you do to keep yourself balanced as a person? What do you do on a daily occasion to help make sure you maintain your health?
I go to the gym 100%. 5 days a week, I'm in the gym.
God damn.
Edge Fitness. Catch me in there. 14-inch. I seen Skilla Baby in there, actually.
15 mile?
Yeah, 14 mile. 14-inch Shaner. I seen Skilla in there a couple months ago. He used to be in there every day. I'm sure he had another gym. Nah, he'd probably be all over different gyms. But yeah, I seen him in there. I asked him, I'm like, bro, you remember me from the Bullfrog? He like, no, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, it's the Bullfrog days. But he's my barber homeboy is his bodyguard. Is his new bodyguard. So
yeah,
that's
man.
how
I met Skilla in 2016, I think. We were doing the it was me, him, Sada, and a lot of Big Squad. They were doing the basketball games. I was filming the basketball games. Dude was hooping. He was going crazy. And then I used to make highlight tapes for him and shit. When I used to look at him, I was like, I never thought rapper when I looked at him. I used to just think like, damn, Skilla, when you gonna grow some hair? That's all I used to think like.
No, but see, and then that time, he had a fire song, bro. He had a song called And That. And I still listen to this shit. I listen to everybody's old songs. But he had a song called And That, and the song was fire. But because he didn't have what he have today, he didn't get the notoriety from that song.
Listen, Skilla would never have made it without the dreadlocks. I'm saying this right now on the Kid
I don't believe that, bro.
I don't think Skilla Baby would have made it without the dreadlocks. He would. That's when he blew up. Once Skilla grew out the dreadlocks, that's when he blew up, bro.
I don't believe that, bro.
I'm telling you, Skilla blew
Skilla,
up.
come get this nigga, bro.
I'm telling you, because when I seen him,
Skilla, come get him.
When he was bald-headed, Skilla, he was going nowhere, bro. I mean, he had some stuff. He was doing cool. I think he had Trayvon.
I mean, I don't think it was bald-head Skilla. I think it was just poverty, bro. Like, we always from the streets. What you have is what you have, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like we show, like, when he showed up there, like, he didn't like he was giving like I got money, I'm balling. He was grinding. When I showed up, I was grinding. So I think you just seen him in the era where he was really grinding, bro. But his music in that era right there, his music fire. I ain't gonna hold you up. His music not still fire.
He's heat, yeah.
But I still listen to his older songs. I still listen to everybody's older songs. JR, Vezo, Babyface Ray.
What do you think, besides First Day Out, T Grizzly dropping and breaking the doors open for the Detroit sound, what do you think the next biggest moment was for Detroit music?
The next biggest moment for Detroit music probably was the 4-2 Doug signing. Yeah, it couldn't have been nothing bigger outside of that than the 4-2 Doug signing. That probably opened the doors for Detroit a lot, you know, because he was already, doing his thing. So then when he signed with Yo Gotti, people kind of speculated, and then they dropped that song together. Just kind of shut the city down for a minute.
Yeah, 4-2 Doug. People, it's crazy how big he is, and I hear his name the least when we talk about Detroit rap for some reason. I have no clue why. Maybe he's too mainstream now, or like.
I don't think it's that. I think it was just that time away. He spent that time in prison, and then he came home, and he didn't like throw it in everybody's face. He just kind of did it quietly. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think Rio's gonna be doing now that he's out?
Beast mode. What else would you do? He said it already. He like, shit, why would you drop? I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Of course he gonna go in beast mode. He been locked up. I'm sure he ain't got nothing but bars on bars ready to go. Yeah. I would go in beast mode after I've been locked up, and I know the city didn't want me to leave.
That's a crazy statement. Why would you drop if I'm out? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was a nutty bar. I ain't gonna lie. I liked it though, because I'm like, damn, I'm finna drop.
That's what I feel like happened with Squid Games. I feel like once Squid Games 2 dropped, the second season, I feel like no other Netflix shows dropped. I'm like, where's the new shows? Where's the new movies? It's probably because they knew we'd all be watching Squid Games.
Yeah, your views going down.
Yeah.
That's basically it. That's the statement for real.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for anybody, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them type of guys, man. I really be wanting to see people win, man. And if I'm in a predicament where I feel like I can't add to that, I'm just not gonna be around because I don't like being in the way.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good perspective too, man.
Yeah, I don't like being in the way, man. I want to see people, and I'm not gonna be easy on you about doing nothing. You know, I think a lot of people don't like me because of that too. You know, I'm not easy about you just sitting around wasting time. You know, especially like if you got kids and we got real responsibility and shit we need to be doing. I'm not gonna make you feel comfortable about sitting on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not sitting on mine. I'm gonna go all day.
When you're in a group and stuff like that, that's the most difficult part, is having like some people just letting the time go, not executing. That's why it sounds like you're a solo machine. It's like you don't want to have anybody slow you down, right?
Yeah, because like I say, it's too easy to get distracted, man. From women, the family, the finances, bro. It's too easy to get thrown off your square.
But it's also really difficult to make it by yourself. That's another thing. It's so hard to make it by yourself. It's easier in the fact that you don't have to rely on anybody else, but it's harder in the fact that you can't bounce ideas back and forth with somebody else. It's a very slippery slope to decide which angle is better, to do it on your own or to have a team. I think having a team motivates people more.
No,
personally.
see, you're right. But this is the thing. If it gets to a point where you have to do it by yourself, you collect your team along the way because now you bumping into all the right people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Why try to build a team or do stuff with a bunch of people who don't want to play their part or don't want to put the footwork in? That's deterring you. And now you're doing their work anyway. It's just somebody else involved. So it just helps, man, to just do everything yourself. And like I say, when stuff work out, you bump into people and they want to be a part of what you got going on. It'll easily happen. I don't think, what's going to stop somebody from being like, hey, man, let's put this together. Somebody who got the same drive. Like I say, me and No Face.
Yeah.
Feel me? I bumped into him, which I've been knew him. I didn't know I've been knew him. Like I said, the mask. But yeah, I bumped into him. And then, yeah, it's like, shit, let's get this shit popping. And then we immediately went to the studio like 2 days later. It didn't waste no time. So when you bump into people who really got the same drive as you, man, like the team will build itself.
So you knew No Face without the mask, and when he had the mask, you didn't know who he was?
I did not know who he was, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
That's wicked, ain't it?
That is crazy.
That's fucking nutty.
So how'd you figure out it was him?
He said something to me. When he seen my video, he seen one of my videos. He like, nigga, I ain't know you rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. He like, nigga, I rap too. And he showed me the video. I'm like, man, what the I'm like, nigga, that's been you the whole time.
It's been you the whole time.
That's wicked, man. Shout out my dog. That was wicked, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's been you the whole fucking time.
That is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, that's my dog. He got some fire clothes too. This Hood Olympic shit. Yeah, that shit fire. He got some fire shit.
Yeah, they're supposed to actually do a real Hood Olympics. That's what he said. Like this year, it's supposed to be like the real.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. When they say they gonna do something, they gonna do it, man. They're my boys. I ain't gonna lie. They 100%. Like they go for sure.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff. They did the kids, the drive, Coach for Kids, stuff like that. Like they gave out Christmas stuff. They do a lot of shit, man.
Yeah. Is there any projects or events you want to promote?
Like I say, HP to the Backstreets mixtape. Probably gonna drop it. I ain't even really got a release date, bro, for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you need to make it right now, man. You need to just say it right here so that way.
Say it right here?
That's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm gonna drop it January 30th then.
Damn, that's soon as hell. I thought you were gonna say like February.
No,
All right, but
no, I ain't gonna waste no time then.
But
I'm gonna stamp it right here. I'm gonna drop it because the songs is dead. We really just playing
and
with
then
the videos.
once I'm gonna post this in my story on before January 30th, I'm gonna make sure to post this clip right here in my stories. Like, yo, you said you were gonna drop it on the 30th.
I'm gonna drop it on the 30th.
Yeah, all right, but heat, man. That's what you gotta put stuff into play, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on the 30th, man. Yeah,
Sure.
and we just gonna go from there.
All right, cool. Honestly, man, I appreciate you being a part of this, man. Like I said, your music, you're very versatile, which is important, right? Because you need to be able to appeal to multiple demographics when you make music. You're not linear, you're not predictable, which is very important, again, for artists, because it shows that you can be in somebody's radio, at somebody's club, at somebody's bedroom when he's knocking boots with his wife, whatever the situation might be. The music needs to be able to hit in every single realm in order for an artist to become universal and successful. So I know you got that in you. Hopefully we can see that with this tape on the 30th, man.
No doubt, man. I definitely appreciate that. And I want to address people saying you being I don't think you're a culture vulture, man. I want to throw that out
Thank
there,
you,
bro.
man. I appreciate that.
I don't consider you a culture vulture. I actually been following your shit for a long time. And then I reached out to you like probably 2 years ago. But then that's when I started going through some more shit. But yeah, I don't think you're a culture vulture, bro.
I
think if people consider you a culture vulture, why they still trying to get on your show?
Shit. That is a good fucking question.
If I think somebody a vulture, I'm not gonna go sit next to the vulture. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird.
You know what's crazy? Every time anybody's ever called me a culture vulture and then they met me in person, they always say the same thing. They always, man, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about.
Yeah,
like,
but when I seen the clip, I'm like, bro, how do you consider him a culture vulture? Because he built his platform up. Now he's a vulture.
And they don't look at the way I did it either. It's not like, it's so funny because I have this old ass picture of me working at Fuddruckers, like as a dishwasher, and I put the caption over. I was like, this is the day that I commenced my plan to become a hip hop mogul and podcaster. It's like, nah, bro, I never planned none of this shit. Like,
Hey,
I was working in hip hop since 2012, shooting music videos, shooting artists, whatever, because I loved it. And I loved shooting music videos and I loved working with artists. Then I met Sada Baby in 2017, and he's the one who had a network of friends that were like, yo, we want to shoot music videos with you too. So now I'm shooting with all Sada Baby's friends, and we're all becoming friends at the same time. I'm meeting people around the city at the same time because I happen to be around them, and we build friendships. I love hip hop. I love rap. I love the people I'm working with. That snowballs into you building a bigger and bigger platform. Yeah. It doesn't get more complicated than that. There are people that literally map out like, all right, yo, Detroit's hot with rap, right? You feel me? So let's go take our shit and start shooting those motherfuckers up and make a platform out of it. That's shit's fucked up because you're just like plotting to monetize something. You're not trying to be a part of it. You're just like, yo, I seen it. I'm trying to monetize of it. Me,
like what people say Lil Yachty tried to do
when he made Michigan Boat Boy.
Yeah, I don't think he did that though.
I don't think he did that. I just think like he
intentionally.
Yeah, intentionally. I just think it looks like that, and that's the same with me. It like looks like that because you just see it out of nowhere, but you don't know Michigan Boat Boy how many artists that helped.
I mean, not only that, you don't know how long he been rocking with them before that mixtape even came out.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because shit, from what I know, they had connection for a while before that mixtape even hit the scenes. And a lot of those songs had already been did too.
Yeah.
You know, from what I heard. I ain't gonna say what I know.
I heard that too, and a lot of Flint artists when they had posted that clip were pissed. Like, yo, do you realize how much this motherfucker helped us? Like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Some of us wouldn't have careers if it wasn't for you guys. So anyway, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the words you just said to me, man. I appreciate what we got going on here as far as the Detroit music scene, and especially your commitment to sticking to the 30th, which is hopefully a lot of artists just start doing that. Just pick a day, motherfucker, and make it happen.
I didn't want to make it too soon, but I didn't want to make it too far away.
It's going to put pressure.
Yeah.
We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Love Visual, Shooting Productions. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
Fire, man.